Hi, guys. So I want to talk about this GameStop short position. I feel it's an infinite short position. And the reason it's an infinite short position, because if you've ever watched like The Big Short, there's these equity swaps, right? If you guys remember in the movie, Michael Burry goes over to random banks and he's like, hey, I want to create a position. But he doesn't have to give the money all up front, right? He gets to pay. And as he pays, as the months go on, maybe he's on the short side of it and the market's going up. And in this case, for GameStop, the shorts are loving this part. The market's not going up; it's staying down. It's stagnant, but they have to make a payment, right, each month on that equity swap. And let's just say it's $100 million. I just give you an example. Let's just say it's $100 million, and the maintenance fee on it might be a 5% commitment. So therefore, they have to pay 5% per month to hold that position, that agreement. And that's what equity swaps are, guys. So if you're not familiar, these are synthetic longs versus synthetic shorts. It's how you live in the world of naked shorting. So I want to explain it to you guys, like from what you see on the chart. You see, GameStop ran up to the top. That means people closed out at this very bottom. Reason why they closed out and the reason why it got so volatile, a lot of people know it's because there was DRS, mass DRS. And you get it all the way down to the bottom. It's illiquid. And I even said this when it was happening years ago. I say, guys, the more you DRS, the less price action you're going to see. It gets a little tight. Well, guess what's happening right now? Ryan went ahead and sold some shares to the public. That kept the liquidity going a little bit. These are during offerings here. And as we're going sideways and we see a run, we see, from 18 to 34, you see some liquid in the stock. You do. Up and down. Top and bottom, maybe 60%. Maybe a little bit more than that. So then come down to the ground. Now we start doing offerings. And as you see the offering here, this is when they offer and then short. And that brings it all the way down to the ground, brings it down to your knees. Get it all the way back up, do another offering, short. Boom. So here's what we're living at. We're living in a world where the short position has increased over time. And for whatever reason, people are on the short side of GameStop. But then you have to start thinking about R&R ratios. And I told you this last week. The risk and reward. You're shorting GameStop right now at $22.68. How much further do you think it can come down? Remember, when shorters short, the infinite risk model comes it's into play. They could make up to $22 right now. The most a shorter can make is $22. Because the stock can go down from 22 to 0. We all know that won't happen. We know they have cash. We know all the above, right? So as the price goes up, the shorters have to double down. And or they got to keep that swap into play and keep making those monthly payments to keep the agreement going. But guess where the stock's going to go? The stock's actually going to go the opposite direction. So what do? You deploy the flood campaign. You deploy social media. You get everybody to say the wrong things and say GameStop's not a great company. Here's what's happening. As they keep shorting it down right now, it's like they hit the ground. There's nowhere else to go. We can't fall further. Because if we did, they'd have to turn around and go long. Remember that a potential short seller is a potential long buyer in the future. They have to buy this stock back. All of you diamond-handed investors, you guys have been holding this stock and rocking it for a very long time. Now, I get it. There's a world out there that makes money top and bottom of the stock. But remember this about those short positions. Like Marco Berry, like Dr. Berry did. When nothing made sense, he stuck to his guns, his intuition, his conviction. That's what he did. When the whole world was telling him that he's wrong, and he's going to the rating agency. He's going everywhere. He's like, what are you talking about? The underlying asset has a direct correlation to the rating, and you're telling me it doesn't. I'm telling you the same thing. Listen to me. The valuation of GameStop does not mimic the rest of this market. If GameStop or Palantir afforded the same multiples, the same, hey, this is what we're worth, this is what we are, everybody covered it, all of Wall Street's invested into it, then GameStop would be worth billions of dollars, $800 a share. That's where it would be if it was the equivalent of Palantir. But it's not, because they're on the other side. When I say they're on the other side, plenty of short sellers doing this equity swap. They don't have to show it on the book, guys. It's an agreement, unspoken agreement, underneath the table. They're all paying for it. I know it's there. You know it's there. We've seen the ebb and flow of this market and this particular security for the last 5 years. Are you ready? I'm ready, babe. I expect to hear from GameStop any day now. Within the next 3 days, they're going to announce when earnings is. I'm just telling you. And when it gets announced, 8K comes out and it says, hey, earnings are on this day. It's going to be 14 days from the day of the announcement. And we're going to be ready to rock. As of now, the 9th. As of tomorrow, the 10th. As of the next day, the 11th. How many days do you want to pass? But I'll just tell you this right now. This is it. This is the earnings report that's going to rock your world. This earnings report is going to show you GameStop made $160 million for the quarter. GameStop has a trailing 12 of almost $400 million. They're projected out to do over $500 million in profit. They're not going bankrupt. They have $9 billion of cash. They've got everything in front of them. The grass is green, babe. A lot of tread on these tires. Just remember what I'm telling you. You short sellers, I've been thinking about you for a long time. I witnessed it firsthand just last night watching an interview where guys are just going crazy. They pull their hair out when they hear Ryan Cohen. Well, don't ever let me stop saying it. Ryan Cohen, myself, Marantz, Rantz, and you, millionaires. We're almost there. Peace.